All I was there to provide
Yeah.
the drive, the machinery, and to make sure anything that was broken got fixed. And clean up. And clean up. Well, set up and clean up. That's what I did.
Yeah, I don't know why it always gets set it and it just. Well, should be in a minute. In a second. There we go. Call to order council meeting for June 14th. If everyone would stand for the pledge. Remain standing for prayer.
Dear Lord, bless the decisions of this body. Guide us tonight and the future as well. Amen. Amen.
Can we have a roll call?
President Salters,
Here.
Vice President Grove,
Here.
Mr. Bernal,
Oh, present. We knew that.
Mr. Lau,
Here.
Mr. McNeese,
Here.
Mr. Revelette,
Here.
Mr. Stengel,
Here.
Mayor Yocum.
Here. Adoption of the agenda.
Make a motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Motion by President Salter, second by Vice President Grove to adopt the agenda as presented.
Question.
President Salters,
Yes.
Vice President Grove,
Yes.
Mr. Bernal,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese,
Yes.
Mr. Revelette,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel,
Yes.
And by a vote of 7-0, the agenda is adopted. Need approval of the minutes for the May 24th meeting.
Make a motion to approve May 24th meeting minutes.
Second.
Got a motion by President Salter, second by Vice President Grove to approve the minutes as presented.
Question.
President Salters,
Yes.
Vice President Grove,
Yes.
Mr. Bernal,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese,
Yes.
Mr. Revelette,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel,
Yes.
And by a vote of 7-0, the minutes are approved. Petitions, memorials, remonstrances.
I have one. I'd like to congratulate John Hildebrand, the new chief of the Vincennes Police Department. I've had the pleasure of working with him for several years before I retired. So congratulations, John.
He was waiting on that one.
Yeah.
And then
Police officer.
we also need to mention that Mr. Snyder passed away, who was a former police officer and former police chief. So we'll keep his family in our prayers. Anything else? Okay, committee chair reports.
So last week we had a budget meeting, and I think it went really well. We were able to go through basically everything. The mayor was there, most of the council, Kathy. We went through everything. Nice thing is we're in a really good spot. Big hat tip to our department heads. They do a fantastic job of keeping us in line. So kind of moving forward, the mayor is going to meet with basically all the department heads by the end of June. Is that
No,
kind of-
after 1st of July, I'll meet with every department
okay?
head.
Yeah.
and
So then
we'll figure their budgets and to present to the council.
for us, then we'll meet again as a group like we did last time to go over anything after the 4th. And then we'll kind of discuss those and move forward. So all in all, it was a good budget hearing, a lot of things to kind of go over. But once again, the department heads do a fantastic job in keeping us in line. The mayor checks on that stuff basically year round, so we're in a really good spot there.
Any other reports?
I just would like to say that we have a Parks and Public Spaces Committee meeting on Wednesday evening. Be held here.
The Urban Economic Association will have a meeting Thursday at 5 o'clock here at the Chambers.
Ryan, is that Parks meeting at 5 or 6?
Should be at 6.
Okay. Just making sure. I know you've got those all scheduled already.
Okay. Anything else? If not, report of city officers. Again, I'll introduce Chief Hillenbrand. He was sworn in today at Border Works, and we wish Chief Dunham the best in his new adventures. But welcome you, John.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
We appreciate
very
it.
It's like the Muppets. It's up there.
Sit there in the lower balcony.
Okay, we'll move to public comment. We'll only see one person for the public.
Brad?
Okay. Old business. Business updates.
All right, business updates. We've had a lot of events since the last time we met. Obviously, one of the bigger ones with the Rendezvous, with the just huge numbers, which have really helped a lot of our businesses. They've seen a lot of uptick because of those events and activities that have been happening. The key thing that I will continue to emphasize, obviously, we've got to have that local focus, which I think we've done very well. We can't kind of stop now. We got to continue to do that to keep us in the position that we are in, and our businesses are being extremely successful. There are a lot of job opportunities, so let's make sure we help push those and promote those, because you name an opportunity, it's out there right now. So with that being said, our businesses are in a very good spot, and with numerous summer activities still on the horizon, I think we're going to have a really good summer here in Vincennes.
Tim, I just want to add one thing, not just anecdotal evidence, but if you talk to two restaurant owners over the Rendezvous period, it was one of their biggest weekends since COVID had hit, and it was their biggest Memorial Day weekend ever. So they really saw that influx of people as the weather was even cold, a little cool, and people were even looking for some indoor space.
Yep.
So they did that, and it went really, really well. Congratulations to that committee.
Okay, county metrics update.
All right, our county metrics are in a fantastic position. We are blue and have been blue since our last couple meetings, so that takes us about 6 weeks to be blue, and our numbers are almost bottomed out. I think that we see days of mostly zeros now, and if we do have cases, it's usually one. It's been a while since we've even had 2 cases, new cases reported. So when you look at the positivity rate, which is a thing that we kind of look at, the unique positivity rate, which is usually higher, is at 1.9%, and then our total positivity rate's at 1.7. So we're at that spot where it's about as low as you can get. And total on county metric, we're at the lowest ranking you can be, which is a 0, which is absolutely fantastic. The mayor and I discussed it last week. If you see the percentage where it says we might be going up or trending up, that's because our numbers are so low. Like your positivity, like if our positivity goes from 1.7, which is the one that they go, and it goes to a 1.9 or a 2, then it's going to show us on the map being trending upward. Well, yeah, we're technically trending upward, but we are so low that you're going to see that over the next couple weeks on and off. But our numbers are great, and you just got to thank everybody for coming together and working so hard and still staying vigilant with this, especially too when you talk about all these events that are properly planned, to let the citizens have a safe event experience. So we're in a really good spot when it comes to our county metrics.
And it should be noted that we are the only county at a 0 within a pretty good area.
Yeah.
And that's due to all the citizens doing their part, and we've just got to keep it there. Next, new business, Shot Gemtron tax abatements.
All right. What's the? Can we just approve it? I mean, that's it. Just approve the shot.
It's just a formality.
All right. Yeah. So Kathy sent us all an email. She did her due diligence to go through the yearly reporting for the abatement and what they promised to be able to hold on their end. So she went through, checked everything. Everything's up to date, and ready to go. So they're just coming for our approval, which is the next step. All right.
Right.
So with that being said, I make a motion to approve, or is it renew, the shot abatement?
Either one works for me,
All right,
Mr. President.
I will say renew the shot abatement.
I'll second.
Motion by President Salter, second by Vice President Grove, to renew the tax abatement for Shot Gemtron.
Call for the question.
Mr. Grinnell?
No.
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
Mr. Lau?
No.
Mr. McNeese?
Yes.
Mr. Ravelette,
Yes.
Mr. Salters,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel.
Yes.
And by a vote of 5-2, the renewal is approved.
We just have to do that once, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Move on to claims.
Make a motion to pay claims in the amount of $674,957.21.
So in the claims, there is a bond payment to Regions Bank that I still work for as of this week. And I need to abstain from that particular vote on that, so I'll abstain on that.
I'll second it first.
Okay, you better second it first.
Okay.
I got a little ahead, so I want to be very sure.
I mean, gee, just give us the whole.
Okay. there.
Typically, I work for the VCS stuff. I'm not.
No.
Okay, I've got
I
a
think it's about
motion
everything.
by President Salter, second by Vice President Grove, to approve the claims in the amount of $674,957.21, but Councilman McNeese will abstain from the German-American claim.
No.
No, Regions.
It's
Or
Regions. I think it's
Sure.
270
You got
some
'em different.
thousand. Is that what it is? It's a bond payment to, in the total of 200.
Matter of fact, it might be 2 bond payments.
Yeah, I think there is, but,
There's 2.
I think total's two.
And this is just our general obligation bonds that we pay
Correct.
every
Yeah,
year that buy
it's
police
Series A and
cars.
Series B.
Yeah.
It's the A and B bond.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any other questions on the claims?
We should be pretty good there, though, right? All right. Question?
Mr. Ravelette,
Yes.
Mr. Gronow,
Yes.
Mr. Grove,
Yes.
Mr. Lau,
Yes.
Mr. McNeese,
Yes, with the one that's abstention.
Mr. Salters,
Yes.
Mr. Stengel.
Yes.
And by a vote of 7-0, claims are paid. Move to miscellaneous.
All right, just some cleanup stuff. At our next meeting, the USB will be giving their annual report, so Kirk will be here to go over the USB in a year. So we'll go over the projects that they did this past year and then upcoming projects. I've invited the Isaiah House to come and talk about where they're at. Obviously, it's a big thing for our community. So Jacqueline Cunningham will be here to discuss that. Also, it will have been the beginning of May. I asked for quality of life kind of things. Let's have those ready for next meeting to kind of get those together, okay? Other than that, budget meeting will be after the 4th of July. We'll meet as a group and kind of just go over things, and then we'll need to have a second walkable city meeting. I'd like to do it next week, but if we need to do it in 2 weeks, that'll be fine too. So I'll get with that group. But other than that, those are some of the cleanup items for me.
Okay, at our last meeting, President Salters, you asked me to check on different types of conferences and meetings that we might be able to go to as a city council.
Yep.
We have an AIM Ideas Conference coming up. It's a summit coming up October 5th, 6th, and 7th in French Lick. And registrations begin the first week in July. And I will email everyone the dates and times exactly when they come in.
Okay.
And I think as council members, we receive a bulletin from them, from AIM. If you don't get one, let me know. I'll make a copy of mine and send it to you. Okay?
Thank you, Dan.
Or, and my office can forward that to all of your city email accounts. Okay. Nothing else? We'll move to public comment. And we'll move to, for the good of the order.
All righty. District 1, Councilman Grove, what do we got?
We had 2 events in my district, and I want to give a huge shout out to both the Rendezvous and the Ellen and her group for the Spring on Main. Huge turnout. It was just exciting to see everybody. Main Street was absolutely filled, and all night long. I was down there to help set up and tear down, and there was people waiting and people just hanging around at the end. So it was really a good event.
And asking what was best to eat at the food truck.
No, they weren't. When's the band start? But Ellen did a great job.
Yeah, it was a good event.
Organizing that and getting that event going. And of course, we already talked about the Rendezvous. It was
I mean,
a great event, but this year was just huge.
I think we're going to see numbers like this at everything this summer. I think people are just excited to be able to get out and do things. So,
Be prepared.
all right, District 2.
Culver's officially broke ground ceremonially on June 9th. They've been moving dirt before that, but did their groundbreaking ceremony on Wednesday, June 9th. Martin Martin's Auto Repair and Auto Body, they've been tearing down some old dilapidated buildings, fixing up that corner was kind of run down a little bit, some buildings that just weren't usable anymore, so they're gonna be doing some things with that property. Sip and Zip now has a mobile food truck. I don't know if they'll show up at Food Truck Monday, but it's a really nice mobile food truck. And paving on Upper 11th Street between St. Clair and Wabash Avenue, 4 blocks, looks really great, and I'm sure the residents in that area really appreciate it. I know I do. That was a rough, it's like going down a roller coaster on that street sometimes, so that's all I have.
All right. Councilman Stengel, District 3.
The only thing I know of that's going on in District 3 is the old Vincent Sun Commercial Building has been purchased by the Visitors and Tourist Bureau. I think it's a great purchase for them. It's a great building, got a lot of size to it, about 20,000 square feet. And rumor has they're trying to they're talking to the Knox County Chamber of Commerce to partner with them in this building.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's good,
Good stuff.
good to see that building.
Yeah, it's
utilized.
nice to
Put this,
have that
put
building.
this in use,
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
All righty. District 4, Councilman Ravelette, who usually puts us to shame. So what do we got?
I won't do that tonight, I promise. Every time I drive around the roundabout out there, I'm so excited about the construction, how well it's going on in Texas Roadhouse. It shouldn't be too much longer, and I can't wait. I got concrete poured, they got siding, everything. Even the sign is up on the building
Yeah.
now, so that's really great. And we also have a new business in District 4 at 1827 Bunton. It's Grandview Landscaping.
Yeah.
New business in Vincent's, Grandview Landscaping, so keep it growing.
His voice sound like
I
it's on
know,
a
it's like
radio.
No.
Sounded like a commercial. It did.
You get pulled in, you're like, oh, wait,
Paid for by.
all right, District 5, Councilman Lau, what do we got?
All right. Along with Spring on Main and in the Rendezvous and so forth, this weekend was held at Great Park. So, but I can let Mr. McNeese take it from there because I know that. But it's a great event. Quite a few people attend there, and it's one of those. Each of these events that have been held so far this year, I mean, you can feel the excitement in people, and like Mr. Grove was saying, people get there early and they stay late, and then last call comes and they're still there. I mean, because people want to be out, so it is great. We're grateful to see that. Along with that, we've got the pool is open and people attending, and my kids were very excited. My family goes often, and I know pool attendance looks like it's up, and it's doing very well over there. So I'm very excited about that. That means people are excited because the kids are out, they're swimming, they're doing their thing, and families can get out and be together that way. And so,
Fantastic. All right, Councilman McNeese.
So back to the try, I do want to thank the Park and Recreation Department, all the volunteers for that. Knox County Sheriff and in particular Vincent's Police Department that helped with that event. I got to sit, and I caution, I worked a corner with. Matt Alt was there and his patience for traffic control is better than mine. So he did a really, really good job. So I want to commend him for his effort there. And sitting there in those hot blue uniforms under the sun working traffic is no fun. So job well done. And then you guys talked about it being at zero. I can't emphasize how important that is to our community and what it does for our businesses going forward. But the effort by Tim, you and the mayor to do weekly little press conferences or videos, I tell you, the confidence that gives the public, it can't be measured. So I appreciate that very much. And also what we see from the Knox County Health Department and Dr. Stewart. Those efforts are why our county's in that direction. And I truly appreciate it. So that's it.
All right. Mine is Grouseland. We're looking at the end of August for Grouseland to be done with the renovations, and they'll have a big kind of campaign push for that. I helped out with candlelight tours on the Saturday, and it was I mean, there were people from everywhere. I mean, it wasn't just, I mean, it was all over, and it was a constant stream of people in and out of the building, and it's absolutely fantastic, and you're just gonna see just amazing things in that building. I mean, it's one of those gyms that we have, and we know it's really important from us. It's the White House of the West, and they've got big events planned for after August, so that's gonna be something that's extremely exciting. But man, if you've just been out to any of these events, it's insane in a very, very good way. And then everything, I mean, go from Rainbow Beach to the splash. I mean, it's always packed. I actually even got on the splash pad this way. Usually that water's cold, but these last 2 days, it was nice. It was nice to have something to cool down. So things are going well around the city of Vincennes. People are just excited to be out and about. I mean, school-wise, it's nice to have my football team together, being able to live together. Last year, we weren't able to do that. So we just got a lot of things going. It's a good busy. I mean, some people get worn down with it. This is a good busy. There's a lot of stuff to do every day in the city of Vincennes, and there's always something exciting out there. So get out there, find something to do, because there are plenty of things to do. Mayor, what do you got?
Okay. Board of Works this evening, we approved the party at the Pavilion, which is Vincent's Best Barber Shop is doing their back-to-school haircut event again. It's August 1st, I think 12 to 7, so it's good to see them providing that event again this year. I know a lot of kids enjoy it and benefit from it. Also, Board of Works accepted the Claude Felter Drive subdivision. Actually, it was a kind of a cleanup from years past where we took the road but it wasn't properly recorded, so we took care of that. And Connor Klein is working on building 6 or 8 houses out there, so that's good. And we opened the bids for our paving for this year, and JP will take those under advisement and decide which bid we need to go with. Another thing is, everything's good to go for the 4th of July. Getting several entries for the parade, and we've got a lot of donations for the fireworks. We're still accepting a few dollars for that, but it looks like everything's gonna be good to go. Okay, if nothing else, just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We are adjourned.